yes to repeal the 8th on the 25th of May. You can make a difference.
Here on Dublin's Henry Street is the culmination of months of campaigning and bitter debate. In 3 days' time, Ireland will be voting on whether to repeal the 8th Amendment in the country's constitution, a law that criminalises abortion.
Let's win repeal, let's win abortion rights, let's win bodily autonomy for pregnant people.
Rita Harold has spent most of the last 6 years campaigning for abortion rights.
Do you really think it's acceptable that somebody who doesn't have the money to travel abroad to access abortion could face 14 years in prison while the Constitution...
Having or administering an abortion carries a hefty prison sentence, but many in Ireland support the law as it stands. A no campaign has been set up metres away.
Thank you. Are you voting yes on the 25th?
And Lucy Kelly has travelled down from Northern Ireland specially to give her support.
We are all very positive. Obviously a lot of work still needs to be done, you know, particularly in these final days. So if we are out in the streets telling people what the legislation actually means, what repeal actually means, and the fact that abortion is in no way pro-woman.
The Irish government has proposed legislation allowing abortion on request up until 12 weeks of pregnancy, half the time in Britain, but without any restrictions.
I would like to think people are, you know, quite shocked and disgusted at a 12-week limit for abortion, you know, for any reason. You don't help women by killing their babies. You know, for a progressive, compassionate society, we should be providing women with real life-affirming support, real crisis pregnancy support.
So this is what the abortion pills look like. You get one mifepristone, which you take on the first day.
But for many Irish women, crisis pregnancy has meant taking things into their own hands. Rita has met many who felt the need to break the law by ordering abortion pills online.
The stories that you hear from people when they're telling you they need abortion pills are, some of them, extremely distressing. You know, I spoke to women who already had children, who were really struggling economically to provide for the children that they had. I spoke to women in violent relationships. I spoke to very, very young women.
According to one study shown to the Irish government, more than 7,000 Irish women have risked imprisonment and bought pills since 2010, and numbers are on the rise.
And then, of course, the other big section is, I need an abortion with pills.
It's estimated that 5 new women every day order their pills from charities such as Women on Web. The pills are approved by the World Health Organization and considered safe under medical supervision. Rita offers help to women trying to order the pills, even though this is illegal under Irish law.
Your final page is instructions on how to use abortion pills safely. It describes very simply and in an easy to understand way how to use the pills, which is more complicated than people might think. It's not paracetamol, you don't just take it and go. It's inducing essentially the same as a miscarriage. You're going to have contractions, you're going to have pain, bleeding, etc. Those are all ordinary symptoms.
But where abortion is legal, like in Britain, taking the pills without medical supervision is banned.
What would we have if we didn't have this option? We would have women putting their health in danger in other ways. Women who say that they've considered trying to harm themselves in a way that's severe enough to end the pregnancy, but not severe enough to kill them. That's the reality of banning abortion.
Yeah, that's fine.
It doesn't have to be an extreme situation for the pills to go wrong. Siobhan, not her real name, is from a conservative part of rural Ireland. After getting pregnant early on in a relationship, she decided to try the pills.
Myself and my partner, you know, kind of weighed up the pros and cons of either, you know, becoming parents or deciding against it, and ultimately we decided that the relationship was too young.
But with no doctor to consult, Siobhan researched abortion pills on the web.
I had read online and I had listened to women's personal stories on YouTube and stuff like that, and a lot of people had mentioned that it was nothing more than a bad period and stuff like that. The second set of pills, after about half an hour, I started to get very severe cramping. The cramping kind of came first, and then the blood started coming, and I had laid towels and stuff on my bed, but I soaked through all of them while I was asleep. And I did have to get up a few times during the night to change my bed sheets because they had soaked all the way through. Yeah, so there was a lot of blood involved.
Siobhan kept her ordeal to herself until she became involved in a conversation with someone very close.
We were having a conversation about the upcoming referendum, and they referred to women going for abortion as bitches going to England. Like, I was trying to reason with this person that, there's reasons why people have abortions. So I admitted to them that I had had an abortion, and you could see on this person's face that it really changed how they would view the whole thing. Like, it just gave them a whole different perspective on it.
For the No campaign, the use of online pills in Ireland is not an argument for repeal. Professor Patricia Casey is a practicing psychiatrist and one of the campaign's leading figures.
In the UK, women take illegal abortion pills as well. They're sold in the UK as well. They're sold all over Europe. And the whole of Europe, bar one or two countries, has very liberal abortion laws. So I do not buy into the argument that allowing for abortions in Ireland will stop women taking illegal abortion pills. My issues are that I believe every person in the womb is a human being, and that every human being has an inalienable, a fundamental right to life. If a young person, a baby in the womb, male or female, cannot be born, they can't exercise any other rights.
Information on the no vote? Would you like to have you? Okay, thank you very much. Information on the no vote?
It's a position that the No campaign is taking to the streets.
But when you legalise abortion on demand, you actually create a demand for abortion. I just see abortion as completely inhumane. It kills the unborn child while they're in their mother's womb.
But in urban areas like Dublin, the No message seems to be facing resistance.
Do you think there should be restrictions on abortion, or do you think it should be freely available for everyone?
I think it should be a free choice.
That's very upsetting, sir. All the best. That's very upsetting, though.
Whichever way Ireland votes, such is the divide, many people will be deeply upset. And the result will resonate throughout the country for years to come.